Okay, what I have here is a piece of acrylic just like this, and I've wound some common thread around the acrylic to form a V-shaped pattern. The threads come together down here at the bottom, one thread right next to the other, tight against the other. My spacing up here at the top of the acrylic is as regular as I can make it. Now, if I shine a laser on this pattern, the light will be broken up by the spaces, well, by the threads, and it'll be coming out of the spaces in between the threads. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the pattern that rises as I move the light down along the threads to the closer and closer spacing, and then up and down and up. Closer spacing, greater spacing, closer, further, closer, further. In order to see that pattern, we're going to go to the back of the room here. The clearest place I've found to see the pattern is on the dark wood at the top of the cabinets near the back of the room. Now first we'll get a spot on the wood. Now I'm holding the laser steady as I can, but it's not going to be absolutely steady. Now, I put the lines in front of the laser, and what happens? We see that the points break apart into more points. I move the laser down. Let's move it up to the farthest spacing, and now let's move it down gradually. Now up and down. Having trouble keeping it on the screen. There we go. Up and down, up, down, up. Now wait, let's be careful now. Here I'm moving toward the closer spacing. Closer, further, closer, further, closer, further, closer, further. You should see that when the spacing of the points gets closer, the points on the back of the room, the points that we see on the wood back there, get further, and vice versa. We could actually measure the separation of these points at the closest separation and at the the closest lines and at the furthest lines. If I turn the thread device over so that it's on the side, you see that the lines separate vertically. So I'm moving to the greater spacing, lesser, greater, lesser. Now the point at the back of the room is about 8 or 9 meters away, and the width of the molding back there is about 3 inches, about 8 centimeters, 8 or 9 centimeters. From that we're going to actually be able to determine some things about the wavelength of the light that came out of the laser.